Here in Brussels, the first Leaders' Summit of 2012, the 17th summit since the sovereign debt crisis began, was supposed to inject a note of optimism into this two-year-long saga of the economically troubled Eurozone. They talked about growth and creating jobs. They sealed a new fiscal pact with new rules to try and prevent this sort of crisis from recurring in the future. They created a new permanent bailout fund to try and prevent the present crisis from getting any worse. But overshadowing it all, and not for the first time, was Greece. Its debt crisis shows no sign of going away.
European Union leaders made it to the summit despite Belgium's first national strike in nearly 20 years. The leaders, luckily, don't have to use public transport. Some might say that's part of the problem. The strike was a timely reminder that austerity alone is hurting more than helping the Eurozone's economies. The leaders say they've got the answer.
In the past 2 years we worked hard to overcome the crisis. We made considerable progress, but we are not yet at the end of the road. We must continue to bring down public debts and to stabilize the Eurozone while at the same time securing growth and jobs.
But with little real money to provide fiscal stimulus, they were pleased to announce progress on other fronts. Political agreement on a fiscal treaty to enhance EU integration, with Brussels overseeing national budgets, and automatic penalties for states that breach debt and deficit limits. And the birth of the European Stability Mechanism, a permanent bailout fund worth $650 billion that will run alongside the existing fund with its $350 billion pot due to expire next year.
The two measures together are intended to restore confidence in the euro and boost its financial defences so that the sovereign debt crisis doesn't happen again. But as long as the likes of Greece remain a problem, and it is still a problem, confidence in the markets will remain a long way off.
The weekend saw Greece facing the extraordinary possibility of losing sovereignty over its national budget to a veto-wielding EU-appointed official. The German proposal was leaked to the media and then swiftly withdrawn by Chancellor Angela Merkel when she arrived in Brussels on Monday.
It's about how Europe can support Greece so that they can keep within the parameters, and that can only be done if Greece and the other countries discuss this together. That is why I don't want a controversial discussion, but a successful one.
Amid deep concern at the Greek government's apparent inability to deal with the country's problems, some suggest the proposal was leaked deliberately. In effect, Germany was issuing a blunt warning to Greece. Decide now how much you're prepared to do to stay in the euro, or be prepared to leave. Jonah Hull, Al Jazeera, Brussels.